This is Ask Brock. I'm Brock Yorty. This is question 201, and it comes from Harold. Brock, I just heard you say in a presentation it's easier to train a driller to become an astronaut than it would be to train an astronaut to become a driller. I don't believe this is the case. There are many aerospace engineers in the water industry. Why are you attacking knowledge? I ask that question all the time. Not why I'm attacking knowledge, but why does the industry think that there has to be this dichotomy between tribal learned knowledge and science and book learned? In 2003, when the housing market slowed way down in Michigan, I asked my father if I could go to college full time. Instead of doing my associates in business, I went off to Western Michigan University, where I combined art and science as much as I could by studying theater directing and groundwater science and geoscience. So from the theater kid in me, George Bernard Shaw says it best. The single biggest problem with communication is the illusion that it has taken place. And that's what our industry has an issue doing. The same as this question being asked right now. We need to be able to apply tribal knowledge, and astronauts, test pilots, drillers all have same instincts when it comes to feeling the equipment and nuances and everything that it takes to make sure that we still have an individual behind the controls as the shuttles land. Though we see now we can land them remotely, it's very important that right here, this is the fastest computer. And when it comes to the drilling industry and the years and decades standing on the platform and understanding the nuances of what's happening downhole and picturing it three-dimensionally is art. And I know that's what pilots and astronauts have to do as well. And I can see with the United States Air Force Red Horse, they train great young men and women to go execute all around the world with good military discipline, with not a lot of tribal knowledge, but they have the discipline. What we should really think about with that quote, and it comes from Armageddon. And when Michael Bay was asked that question, he told the person from Variety to shut up. And I don't think we need to shut up. I think we need to check our ego and think about it this way, that the beauty of that movie is the science community and the drilling community and the aerospace and the engineers all came together to stop a catastrophic event. Though we're suspending disbelief in this entire concept, I want you to think about that. So as we colonize the moon or Mars, from ASR wells to every other aspect, it's going to take the tribal knowledge that we understand here, along with proving and disproving hypotheses and being able to execute effectively. And so that's where it goes. 8 years of college or 4 years of college in those books is just as important as 8 years standing on a platform and understanding the geology of your area and then applying it. We got to stop thinking that all we need is tribal knowledge or all we need is science, because in reality, we need both, and we need them to marry each other and understand that's the art that we truly need, is understanding our gut instincts and our brains and applying that with all of the great books and knowledge that have been written down. And for drillers, we got to write more. That means writing for the drillers, sharing those stories. It's a good question. Thank you.